Good morning. I am Gwendolyn Smith, and I will be your practitioner host for today. And it is a pleasure to welcome you to our Sunday service at the Center for Spiritual Living of Nashville, Tennessee. I would like to welcome those who are watching online and invite you to come and visit us right here in person. We're excited today because our speaker is Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson, who will be speaking on amazing imagination, and our powerhouse talented singer, Christy Krause. Oh my gosh, are we in for a great time? And so, who are we? We are an inclusive, open, spiritual community for anyone seeking a deeper connection with God. And if you've never been to the Center for Spiritual Living before, we believe that there is one God, many paths to that God, and we are here to love, honor, and support you, whatever your divine path is. This Center for Spiritual Living is a safe haven for all beliefs and lifestyles. Wherever you are and wherever you may find yourself on your journey of faith, we welcome you here. So, welcome to our center. Let's begin our service. Now, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Return within and know with me that there is a power and a wisdom and a love that surrounds us right now. That same power that hugged the stars and the heavens and created all things is alive and is still creating and lives in each of us right now. We feel that interconnection this morning. It is that golden thread of truth that moves through all faiths and all spiritual paths. I am so grateful this morning, for I know that in this beautiful CSLN community, we know we are all beacons of light, that we open our hearts and minds to feel this light move in us, through us, and as each of us. I am so grateful for our speaker, Dr. Reverend Mitch Johnson, and his magnificent, expansive message that would allow us to live in a greater consciousness of using our imagination. And so it is.
Good morning. Mr. Jimmy Lopez.
This song is so fun. Everybody clap. Right here, right now, today I choose how to be all I can be. I can heal my life, let go of the strife. I embrace the mystery. I can do it, I can do anything. Or at least let go with the flow. This is where I'm supposed to be. I can do it, I can do anything. What I say, what I want, and I walk my tongue. It all comes back to me.
Class. Great job.
Good morning. The reading today is from the Science of Mind, the complete edition, page 265, and the topic is inspiration. Come, thou great one, infinite mind, and inspire me to do great deeds. Acquaint me with thy knowledge, and in thy wisdom make me wise. I would be taught of thee, inner light, and inspired by thy presence. I will listen for thy voice, and it will tell me of great things to be done. I will walk in thy paths, and thy will lead me into all good. I will be inspired from on high. O wonderful presence, flooding me, filling me with thy light, thou dost inspire me. I feel the inspiration of spirit. So let's feel the inspiration of spirit as we gently close the eyes. And just allow your attention to move down into your chest, into the center of your heart. And I know that there is only one power, one mind, and one great love. And I call this love God. And I know that I am one with it. And today I just feel so much gratitude. I feel gratitude especially for Unity, for making us feel at home here and providing a beautiful space so that we can continue in our mission of love and guidance and walking the path with the divine. And today I also want to offer love and comfort and peace to the family of Jody Soland. Jody is in a hospital bed. She's brain dead, and they're waiting on the family, the children and the grandchildren, before they complete her transition. So I am knowing peace and comfort and solace for this whole family. They're just surrounded in love and comfort as they know that Jody is full of peace and she is finally at home in the arms of God. And I give great thanks that I knew her. She was a very sweet, loving, very spiritual person, and she did great works with her words and with her music. So I want to thank you, Jody. I had a great time at that last workshop with you. It was so meaningful and so beautiful. You will be greatly missed. So I release all of my words today into the law of mind, knowing that this, or something so much better, is already done. And so it is.
Am I naive to believe the words you said to me? Never questioning your intentions or sincerity. I've always been the one to see the good in everyone, but I've been burned too many times, so I'm building new bridges to get to new places that I've never been. Good to be hopeful again. I'll meet some new faces in this season of changes. It'll be worth the work, finally putting me first. That's why I'm building new bridges. Thank you for thinking that I never leave you behind. I've learned my lesson, now I'm counting blessings every night. I used to be blind, now I see with my eyes wide open wide. Can't wait to see what awaits me on the other side. That's why I'm building new bridges to get to new places that I've never been. Good to be hopeful again. I'll meet some new faces in this season of changes. It'll be worth the work, finally putting me first. That's why I'm building new bridges. One day at a time, I'm making it happen. It's just the way I always imagined. That's why I'm building new bridges to get to new places that I've never been. Good to be hopeful again. I'll meet some new faces in this season of changes. It'll be worth the work, finally putting me first. That's why I'm building new bridges. Watch me build new bridges.
Good morning. This is The Amazing Power of Imagination, Part 2. And I guess you can see Part 1 on the website, is that right? Yeah. So, my voice is getting better. Glory to God. However, I can't yell loud at people I don't like. I don't like anybody. No, I like everybody, I should say. One of my favorite verses, and I have many favorite verses in the Bible, is from Romans 4, verse 17. And I particularly like the New King James Version, which goes like this. God, all that is, calls those things that do not exist as though they did. God, all that is, the creator of the universe, that aspect of everything that's in you, calls things that do not exist, apparently, to our eyes, as though they did. Well, I'm awed and amazed at this incredible power in we human to transcend what seems to be into what can be. I was awed and amazed at the Olympics. I must tell you, you just have to bear with me. My voice is getting better. In the morning, it's clear. But as soon as I come here, must be your fault. No. But I'm awed and amazed at what people were able to do in the Olympics. The many things they trained, and that's the word, trained themselves to do. Years ago, my wife and I went to see a show, I think it was at the Ryman, I'm not sure, of Chinese acrobats. And we were just sitting there like this. And people were turning to each other and saying, how can they do that? How do they do that? Well, here's how. They had an image in their mind. And they practiced the image. Yeah, it was hard. I'm not saying that all things are that hard, but they practice it. So I'm awed and amazed at people like Jim Carrey, you know, the actor and comedian, who wrote himself a $10 million check back in the 80s. Then 3 years later, he got a $10 million check for a movie. So I'm awed and amazed at people like that. I'm awed and amazed at anyone. Musk, Elon Musk, Edison, Flagler. I was reading about Flagler. Maybe you don't know Flagler. But he built a railroad along the east coast of Florida. It was all marshland. And people said, no one will ever ride it, and no one will ever do it. But it opened up that place that we call Miami now. And he had an idea. He had a vision. He had a picture in his mind. So I'm thinking, it's just odd and amazing to me what people can do when they put their mind to it. You see, I'm awed and amazed at this. Anyone, any one of us here, anyone anywhere, because of who we are, children of the Most High, can create a dream if we see it, if we feel it, and if we allow ourselves to speak like it's true and act like it's true. Amen? I'm awed. You like that word, awed? Awed. Amazed. I'm awed and amazed at that. I'm awed and amazed that spiritual seekers all over the world, from time immemorial, have sought these things, same things that I'm teaching you right now. These same things. From the Buddha to, I don't know, I'm not going to go into it, to Jesus. If you will change what you're saying, and change what you're seeing, and change, most importantly, what you're feeling in your heart, your life will change. That's the secret of success. That's the secret of healing. That's the secrets of having your dream, whatever your dream is. So, remember that Romans verse. God, that you, calls those things that do not exist as though they did. Okay? There's a similar verse where Jesus says, when you pray, believe you have received. Well, that's been a stickler for me. I don't know about you, but it's been for, how in the hell can I believe something I don't have? Well, it starts with a feeling of allowing, and it starts with a good feeling, and then it starts with an idea, and then it starts with a picture of that idea, then it starts with a story of that idea that you run over and over and over in your mind until it becomes so clear to you. There's no room for anything else. And then, by this law that we always talk about, this law that governs everything we do, it has to come about. Well, I'm always awed and amazed at my life about so many things that have happened good to me that I never imagined could happen. Yet they did. Why? Because I started believing that I'm part of something so much greater than I am, and yet is still what I am. And this greater part of me can do anything. Anything. So I believed in something greater than my hillbilly upbringing. I had a relative ask me once, said, "You trying to get above your raisin, boy?" And I said, "Hell yes." So I'm awed and amazed at my age that I expect more good and more good and more good. I expect more good things to happen. And I'm awed and amazed that over the years, that once I have accepted love and gratitude and more joy, I've learned to generate my desires. And that's the word. You can generate love. You can generate joy. You can generate compassion. You can generate gratitude. It's easy. You just say, thank you, thank you, thank you, Turn to someone and say, thank you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you. Thank you. You know, just that little thing, you raise your vibration. Do you realize that? Well, you see, something generates the word, because a thought is an electromagnetic signal. Now, I'm not a physicist, like we have some here. I'm not a physicist, but I've learned this much about quantum physics. The electromagnetic signal goes out to the universe, that thought has, because you're a field of energy. And that electromagnetic signal goes out. And thoughts like that can come back to you, but they won't come back unless you feel it in your heart. You must. But see, understand something. When you send out that signal, the universe must respond to you, because you are what it is. It doesn't see any difference. It says, you are what I am. Therefore, yeah, here. Take this. Because you're it. You know, recently we went to Asheville, and I got this little thing. You can't see it, so I'll tell you what's on it. There's a picture of a dog in front of a big mirror, and he has a sign on him that says, dog, right? And he looks at the big mirror, and pretty soon his tail starts wagging, because the sign in the mirror says, God, right? Dog backwards. And he goes, I knew it, I knew it. So that's important for you. You have to know you're part of something greater, and that this greater responds to you. The only thing you have to bring the experience that you send out to the universe back to you is the feeling that it's done. Well, what's that? A feeling of love, a feeling of gratitude, a feeling of joy. Look at it this way. Why do you want something? To feel good? Or do you want something to feel bad? If you do, you're a little strange. But if you want something to feel, all of us want to feel good. So the key to having anything come back to you is to start feeling good, no matter what. No matter what. Shall I say it again? No matter what. There's that voice. No matter what. So, there's a law, part of the law of mind that we teach here, an aspect of it called the law of reversibility. Say that, the law of reversibility. Okay. Well, in physics, it's simply this, law of reversibility. If I have a heat source, like TVA, it's got these big places all over the place, right? Generate electricity. And they use coal to fire up the furnaces to build heat. And that generates electricity. Well, the law of reversibility says, well, can I generate heat with electricity? Yeah, I've got an electric stove. You. So yeah, it always worked. I can name other things. But metaphysically, Metaphysically, what the law of reversibility means is if I can produce a feeling that resembles the state, then the law of reversibility means I can produce the state. You follow me? Let's say I see some people here who are real estate people. If I wanted to sell a house, then I would imagine myself selling that house. So, and I imagine myself getting that check. And how would I feel? Good, right? Law of reversibility says, before that happens, start imagining and start feeling good. And then that will happen. Am I making any sense? All right, if I am, this is your turn. Turn to someone and explain the law of reversibility to them. It's your challenge. There you go. Okay. The only thing you have to remember is this. If a state produces a feeling, if I sold the house and I feel good, right? Then a feeling can produce a state. Do you get me? If a state produces the feeling, then a feeling can produce the state. Wow. That's how much power is available to you in your imagination. Because you're God, who calls things that do not exist as though they do. Wow. So the trick to any demonstration, any manifestation, is to feel good before you have what you want. And this automatically puts you in the vibration of what you want, of having it. You see, man, it's the vibes. Right, dude? No, I'm not trapped in the 70s. Well, maybe I am. So, this teaching has been wonderful to me. It's what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I told you that last week. But it's really been wonderful, and I'm awed and amazed by that. And it's been wonderful because I learned to apply it. And it's been wonderful to see so many people who grabbed a hold of it and made it their truth as well. So, I want as many as possible to attend my upcoming class. Starts this Thursday. You have to sign up for it. Now, originally, we were asking $150 for it. And it was worth every dime. But listen to me. If you've been on the fence about it, I don't care about the money. We're offering it, and I talked with the church, we're offering it on love offering. Everybody say yay. So, if you really want to get this stuff, if you're new here, or you've been coming a while, and you're going, well, this sounds good, but I don't know, so many of them are nuts. I'm awed and amazed by weirdos. What about you? Because they make things happen. Sometimes good, sometimes not. But I want you to be awed and amazed at yourself. So sign up. You can sign up on the website, and we'll take care of the money later.
What time is it then?
Huh?
6:30 is the time?
Oh, it's Thursday, 6:30. We're having it live here. And where is the chick? Back there. Okay. So we're having it live here. And it's also on Zoom. So if you miss a class, you can take it, or you can take it all on Zoom. I don't care. But I tell you, you'd be awed and amazed at yourself if you start applying it and make it work. Now everybody say amen. Amen. You're going to have to talk for me. You know, I was at a Joe Dispenza event. It was a week long, and it was deeply meditative and all of that. But actually, it was stuff that I kind of learned in Science of Mind in my studies, but I hadn't really applied some of it. So they had a little hoodie there, little green hoodie, thin summer hoodie, I guess. But on the back of it, it said, "Remember your future." What? Remember my future. Here's what he's talking about. When I focus on something, when I pay attention to it, could be something happening to me or a study, doesn't matter. The neurons in my body, the peptides, the hormones, the oxytocin, the dopamines, the feel-good chemicals, and the orexins, the feel-bad chemicals, can all come to play. And all of that starts changing the actual tissue in my brain and body and heart. Did you know we got brain cells on the top of our hearts? Neurites, they're called. They're actual brain cells. Well, so all that, as I focus and become impressed, all of that starts forming a memory. Understand? Okay. So the more I focus, the more intense I feel, the more love I have for what I want, the more joy I feel at just being alive, the more compassion, the more gratitude. Gratitude I feel as I find things, little things to be grateful for. The more this neural tissue starts forming into something that we call a memory. So we're forming a memory of something that has not yet existed in the three-dimensional world. And we form it in our five-dimensional God-self world. Aren't you awed and amazed at that? Wow. We keep looking for things out here. Oh, my life would be so much better if Denise would just change. It would be so much better if he would do, if they would. That's what politics is all about, isn't it? Start focusing on what can be, on the love, the joy, the compassion, the gratitude. And all those neurites and peptides and hormones and the tissue starts forming itself into a memory of that event before it happens. And then you know what? God calls those things that do not exist as though they did. Wow. You're building the building blocks of memory that you can remember that will create the event. You're training your thought. Ernest Holmes says, trained thought is much more powerful than untrained thought. Positive thought is much more powerful than negative thought. Did you know that? Well, Neville says this. He says creation is finished. What? What? That's a strange thing to say. Creation is finished. He hasn't seen my life. Here's what he means. The field of everything, all that is, God, is an infinite, infinite field of pure potential. Anything that could possibly exist exists in it. You say, how? Because it's infinite. So that's what he means. And what that means to you is that your dream, your desire, your goal, the thing you really want, is already finished. It's already there. Some of you have big dreams. You're going to have a big gratitude, a big heart, a big love for what you want, a big desire to make a memory before it happens. I'm awed and amazed at you. Do you get it? I don't think you get it. Say this, I am awed and amazed at me and you. One more time. I am awed and at who? And okay. Dr. Andrew Newberg and Mark Waldman in their book, How God Changes Your Brain, says this, among other things. He says, positive thoughts neurologically suppress negative thoughts. Every time. So if you got a negative thought, I know, hard to believe I ever had a negative thought. But when you have a negative thought, a positive thought suppresses it. Now understand, you can't have two thoughts at the same time. Well, some of you might. That's a strange condition. No. You can't have two thoughts at the same time. So when you have a positive thought, which is so much more powerful, and as you train it, it becomes even more powerful. And as it becomes more powerful, it automatically suppresses the negative thoughts. Oh. Friends, you have to work at it. You have to be around people who are doing it. Otherwise, all their negativity is going to influence you. So you have to take classes. You have to read books. You have to encourage your own compassion for life and for others. You have to encourage your heart to love. You have to encourage your heart to feel gratitude. And you know what? You have to encourage your heart to feel joy. And you keep doing that, and I guarantee you, if you can do that all the time, all your dreams will come true because you have. Do you understand? So think this thought good. Isn't it wonderful that we live in the United States of America? Isn't it wonderful that we can vote? Isn't it wonderful that I can walk? Isn't it wonderful that you can smile? Isn't it wonderful that we can jump up and down if we want to? Isn't it wonderful that we can do what we want to do? No matter what the political situation or who's in power or who's not. Isn't it wonderful to be awed and amazed at who we truly are? Turn to someone and tell them 5 things that you're grateful for, beginning now. Okay, I see some of you back there. Some of you back there, I can't think of 5 things. How about this? I got toes and ankles and soles and legs and knees. There's 5. Don't kid yourself. You can be grateful. So remember this from Romans. In the book of Romans, God calls those things that are not, that don't exist, as though, there's that word, as though. They do. They're not out here in 3 dimension, but they're in here. And your mind has a clear picture, and in here in your heart, as a feeling of it. As a feeling of it. And so it is.
Such a great attitude of gratitude for our speaker, Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson. Let's give him a hand again. Now, it's time to give back to that what serves us. If something has touched you today, there are many ways you can share the love with us, and we're grateful for your offering. I would like to ask our ushers to please come forth. That's Gary. Now, we also have a few other ways that we accept your gift. You can use a credit card in our bookstore or at a terminal we set up in the back lobby, or you can find a document with a QR in the book pocket in front of your seat. And now, for our viewers online, please make a contribution using the link in the description below, or mail your check to our street address. Now, please say with me, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
You've been through so much, so many ups and downs. You're giving your love, but you never liked the way it turned out. You closed off your heart, and you carry the weight like a million rocks on your shoulders. But you don't have to wait for an apology or for someone else to make amends, when you can remember that your healing is in your hands. And just let it go, inch by inch, just let it go, and do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You'll set yourself free. You've been used, you've been abused. Someone came along who didn't value you. You carry the weight of on your heart like a billion rocks on your shoulders. But life isn't meant to be perfect, and we won't always win. But you can remember that your healing is in your hands. And just let it go, inch by inch, just let it go, and do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go, and set yourself free. You gave it your all, you put your blinders on when you looked around. All of your friends were gone, you took the fall, and you carry the weight like a million rocks on your shoulders. Just let it go, inch by inch, just let it go, and do it again, just let it go. One day you'll see, just let it go. You'll set yourself free, just let it go, and 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 set yourself free.
That's Kirsten Crossman.
We'd like to thank Reverend Dr. Mitch and our guest singer, Christy Krause, and we're grateful that all of the hands that had taken a moment to assist in this service. Most importantly, I give a special thanks to all of you. Community is what makes CLSN so special. Now, for a couple of announcements, we need volunteers to help us move some furniture into Reverend Kathy De Palma's office after the service. Please help if you can. Now, Reverend Kat DePalma will be speaking next Sunday. We will welcome her with a meet and greet after the service. Lunch will be provided. Please join us. And mark your calendars for September 29th for a special CSLN and Unity joint Sunday service at 11 a.m., celebrating the legacy of New Thought in Middle Tennessee. CSLN, 36 years, Unity of Nashville, 108 years. Honoring Reverend Dr. Mitch Johnson, Jimmy Scott, and there will be sheets for everyone to sign in to be bringing in a potluck and food. Main meal is provided by Monell, so it's going to be on and delicious, and it is going to be a celebration. So we want to all be here to be a part of something that is going to be just divine. And of course, we want to remind you again about Dr. Reverend Mitch's 8-week class, which will explore the amazing power of imagination and to learn how to acquire greater creativity, self-empowerment, and more abundance. This class will be held on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. all the way up to 8 o'clock beginning September 12th. And there will be an opportunity for you to Zoom or come here in person and join Dr. Reverend Mitch and all of you who are signing up for this dynamic class. And again, he wanted me to let you know it's a love offering. It's free. We are going to be given so much invaluable information that will allow our lives to work even greater. Now, let's have some fun. Join us Friday night, September 20th at the CSLN Coffee House in the Fellowship Hall. Now, if you would like details regarding these announcements and the one on the screen before the service, you can find them in the newsletter or on our website. And before we close, we'd like to recognize our visitors. Thank you for being here. We invite you to our fellowship hall after the service so we can meet you. And if you're watching online, remember, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And if you're here at the center, please join us in the fellowship hall for light refreshments. We'd like to ask all our practitioners and speakers to come up front. And if there is something heavy on your heart, if there's something that your heart desires, please don't leave today without allowing us the honor of assisting you. If you have a health issue or something's troubling you, or if you want to attract a new career, more abundance, harmony in your family, please ask one of these professionals at the front to pray for you as soon as the service is over. Or fill out prayer request forms and put it in the secure box on the table in the hallway to the left of the lobby. And if you're watching online, please go to our website under practitioners and contact them. Now, as a closing treatment, I'd like for you to know I will say this in first person, and you can make it personable to yourself. We will begin by just breathing as we draw it in from the low of the spine all the way out through the top of your head. Breathe. Draw it in gently as a whispering repeat. I love you. I love you. I love you. Know with me, God is all there is. And I am one with this magnificent presence, power, absolute love, in knowing there is a healing and revealing. Today is the greatest day I ever could imagine. I see with new eyes. I hear with new ears, wisdom and understanding. I feel alive. What a great feeling. I went to sleep and awakened with an epiphany of divine truth. I am perfect, whole, and complete, with navigating in life with God, allowing, surrendering, trusting, and knowing I have an incredible power in my heart and mind that allows me a vision of infinite potential possibility by using deliberate imagination. I'm releasing the past with love, with ease, joy, and glory. I forgive myself, and I forgive anyone in my past I've held resentment, anger, judgment, fear. I let it go as I am falling all the way in love with God, generating pure love, gratitude, peace, compassion, kindness. I am living my dreams, and I am grateful. With deep appreciation, I release my word in knowing it is so. And together we say, and so it is.
All right, let's all
Thank you.
stand and sing our closing song.
Love your fellow man, live in a helping hand, put in love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.